What's going on, folks? Welcome to Mystics Outlook. As you can hear, Capital One, almost say it's like Capital One is still buzzing. They're behind Cardell. We got Raymond Lyons here as well. Again, Cardell Dudley Jr., Wilson Tarpey Jr. All right, Cardell, 2-point loss to the Indiana Fever. Clark goes off for 30. But yet again, it's another game where single digit margin of victory.
Man, it felt like the winter just carried over to the spring, to the summer and all that. But once again, the little things, missing free throws, defensive lapses, again, key rebounds, making layups when you can, um, not taking smart shots, not making good decisions down the stretch. It's it's the same old story all season as to why they're 0-11. Man, they don't have much room forever. They're not the most talented team. If you didn't believe that before, you should now. With them being 0-11, um, they desperately need Shakira Austin, Sykes to get healthy. But with that being said, they were on the team when they started this line, so it comes back to little things, man. You would think with Clark going off and stuff like that, you would pay more attention to her and not get careless in the second half when she exploded for about three straight 3-pointers. You know what I mean? To really kind of give them the gap. And then on top of that, you would think when they responded with a trap, you wouldn't leave Kelsey Mitchell. I think she's known for getting a lot of buckets. You wouldn't leave her open to go to work. It's just it's so many little things that they haven't cleaned up, man, and it's frustrating. It is what it is. They've been in these games like this. It's been winnable games, and they keep making the same mistakes. It's either turnovers, uh, bad shot selection, too many defensive lapses where they're up and then they just get lax. And I'm like, why are y'all lax? Y'all haven't won the game. There's no reason to get lax. They get lax and then the team go on a run and get the lead. And now the pressure's on them to score. And they're already, no disrespect, limited offensively. And they can't make up their ground. And then you have what you have, man. Um, the scouting report on Caitlin Clark. Since she's been in college, don't let her get to her left. Don't let her get to her left. Um, they let her get to her left. And she bombed them for three. From three in the second half, like three straight 3-pointers, and that was the cushion that they needed. Then when they got free throws late, Leah Edwards 2 for 4, but that's her one weakness. She got to get better at the line. They had a chance to foul Leah Boston late. She struggles at the line at times, and they were delayed in trying to foul her, being afraid of Clark getting the ball and trying to run out the clock or get a three. It's just those are the mental lapses. As soon as Boston got the ball, you should have been trying to tackle her. No one was near her until she already hot potatoed it to Caitlin Clark. It's just the little things. You really honestly got beat by one player. I mean, we're gonna keep it a bean. I know Kelsey had a decent game, 16 points, 6 of 13, but it was Clark. And that's with her having 8 turnovers, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 8 of 15. 7 of her shots that she made were from three. 13 of the 15 shots she took were from three. She make her a driver. You see what I'm saying? Like, it make her a driver. She's not even trying to lay the ball in. She's dribbling out, looking for other options every time when she drives down there. Yet you still giving her these. I'm not gonna disrespect her, but like you can make it a lot more difficult for her to get into her rhythm and get those type of shots, right? Because we've seen other teams do it this season. But with that being said, that explains why the Mystics are 0-11, man. So once again, it's the little things. And until they make a concerted effort as a whole to clean up the little things and stop trying to look for the spectacular, just do the little things. Be great at the little things, then this slide gonna keep humping. I mean, this slide gonna keep coming. Like I honestly, since we've been covering the Mystics, we haven't been a part of a season like this on the Mystic side. The Wizard side, yeah, it's been a couple times, but not the Mystic side. This is his story right now, and it's getting worse and worse by the game.
Yeah. Ray, what words do you have any for this?
Not too many, man. It's like the deficiencies were glaring again. You lose a 2 point game, miss 5 free throws. Cardell pointed out 8 of Caitlin Clark's field goals, 7 of them were threes. Just stop her from hitting one of them. It's just a lot of opportunities here to have come away with this win, and yeah, the ill-timed turnovers, just trying to do too much at times is unnecessary, man. You're not in a place where you can be loose with the ball like that. You need to be as disciplined as possible to maximize every opportunity, because it you just don't have the margin for error. Um, but yeah, 0-11. At some point you gotta be determined not to let this continue. Ariel, another rough night, 7 for 21. I like the fact that she's beginning to be more aggressive, but the efficiency has to come along with it. And she's capable. We've seen what she's able to do in the offensive end before, but yeah, she's got to find her way back. Especially with Sykes being out, she's the go-to scorer right now, and she's gotta fulfill that role for them to find any type of success. Leah Edwards, had another good game. She's continuing to develop. I like what I'm seeing from her. But yeah, she's gotta get more solid at the free throw line. But yeah, man, we need Mr. Miyagi to come in, do the little joint, get Brittany and Shakira back out there, because yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. But yeah, hopefully they can right the ship, and they'll start to gain some momentum as they get healthier. But boy, it's been a long 11 games.
Yeah, and Carter, I think since we've been covering them, this is probably the worst it's been. Even when now GM Tebow, formerly Coach Tebow, got here during the Ivory years, and again, this start is historic. Like, it is for a reason. Even then, it wasn't quite this bad. As you guys mentioned, is getting to a place where again it's almost the same thing we talk about after every game, just a different order in which the boxes may or may not have been checked. But again, you got a couple days, man. You up to New York, taking on New York. A couple days after that, you got Atlanta again. Like this, and this isn't the men's side where you're gonna have somebody just not show up for like a week or two. No one here can afford it. Just talking to Ray before you joined, Cardo, I was just looking at, just wondering, taking a look at the standings. At this time, half the league's under 500. So there's
Yeah,
there's little to no incentive for anyone to not be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
yeah.
have to. Half the league's under
But on the
500
other
right now.
side, but look, not to cut you up on the other
But
side, that means Mystics, you ain't got time to hold your head. You're still in it. Like you get a few wins, you're back in the mix. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, but that's
So go
also
ahead, listen.
what. No, but hold on. That's also what makes all this even increasingly more frustrating. Because if you look up, it's not like the whole league ran away from you. Right? There's like, again, half. There's 12 teams in the league. Half the teams are over 500. 3 of those 6 have good records. We're talking about just over 500 or 500 or better. Like you said, you get on a little roll here. Some folks gonna do what they do. If other teams accidentally have a slide, you're cool. But again, it starts with you have to handle your business. You got to take care of the little things. And as simple as that. You saw what the night Caitlin had. So they just didn't defend the 3-point line very well at all, as a whole.
45%. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
And she
yeah,
accounted
man.
for almost half of the threes that were hit.
And the thing about Ray bring up a good point with Atkins. Y'all know Atkins, my girl, my buddy. She got to stop overthinking the offense. You ain't got what you got to lose, dog. What you got to lose? No one's gonna fault you for putting up shots AI style. I just want them to be good. See, she'll force tough shots, and then when we need her to take the shot, like that little shot at the end of the game, she hesitates. It's like, oh, what, like, oh, you see what I'm saying? And it's just like stop overthinking it, man. Like, don't just hoop. At this point, you might as well just hoop freely, dog. Because now no one's really expecting nothing of you on the outside. You see what I'm saying? So you might as well just hoop free. Like, ain't no pressure. You know, now you're gonna be on the highlights. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be talking trash. You know, as far as this season is rock bottom. So what else you can't get no worse unless you just go 0 for. And Lord, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think people will be changing jerseys before that happens quick in the vast majority, like vast numbers. Because I can't see Tabal just sitting back and not making moves. But at the same time, man, hoop freely. I think she's at her best when she just hoops. When she's overthinking it, like she gets caught up. Yeah, and they can't afford for her to get caught up, though. Like, like Ray said, Brittany, I don't know. Hey, man, the best doctors in DC, they need to get her healthy because she's the one player on the team that if it's a weakness with Atkins, is that she can't really she's not shifty. She gets downhill or whatever, hit you with a couple moves, and that's it. Sykes will put you in the blender. You know what I'm saying? Like she can create with the best of them, and she's another defender and rebounder and passer. So she's probably their most dynamic scorer on the team by far. And you're missing that. You're also missing another athlete that can get it done on the inside with Shakira. And I love Steph, man. Like she come through, she do what she can do. But man, it's hard for her to watch. It's hard to watch her to try to change things, dog. Like she can't move. Like that one loose ball. And Kelsey Mitchell just outran her, dog. She run the hardest she can. Kelsey just jogged. Let me get that. And that was bad, but that's you remember, like, I don't know if y'all seen Kenny Smith knew when he said he knew it was time. He said when he was young, when he would be out on the break, people would be just jogging. But when he got older, he looked back and they up in full. That's where she's at. They in a full sprint thinking they could catch him and stuff. That's when he's like, yeah, that's where she's at. And they know it. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, the opening tip, Lisa Smith. Like, Boston tipped that joint in and she out and it literally went to her and nobody can run with her. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just little things like that. And that's the first bucket of the game. And that pretty much sets the tone like, oh, boy. It's just, you got to clean up the little things, man. Those little things kill, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's why when people be like, man, the last play of the game, they ain't do this and do this. No. It's a continuation of little things that they did do that led to that play. That play was just the last one on your mind. You got to pay attention to the whole game. And that's what's killing the misses drastically right now. Just think about it. Even let's say they would have hit the shot game winner and they win. Would y'all really been pleased with this one?
Nah, because the amount of I'll probably say this, like in terms of the level of defense we've seen him play this year, right? It's probably one of the poorest outings in terms of ball pressure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And I don't think anybody would disagree with that because that was probably the most comfortable I've seen Caitlin look in a W so far, handling a rock because it was that much space. That's the type of space she used to get in college. And some of that was indecision and whatnot. But again, it goes to what you talk about. The little things, attention to detail. Just those little things add up and it puts you in, you look up and you're wondering why. And it's literally going down that list of those things. I'm just going to put this up there. We already know who the player of the game is. Y'all mentioned it already. I'm not going to ask y'all. So I will ask you, however, who did y'all have as X Factor?
Probably Kelsey. Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell. She got going in the second half, and she made some timely passes too. Like we all know how she get down. The world may not know, but she's nasty. Like she can really average about 25 if she really wanted to. When she's being a team player, you know what I'm saying? Because they got other weapons and stuff like that. But she's the one where when they really keyed in on Clark, she kept them off balance and was either trying to like Katie lose for a three or Melissa Smith or whatnot, or she was breaking them down, getting to her shots. And then they had to go back to, all right, we got to fall back and guard everybody because now she got it going. So she's the one that kept everybody off balance, man. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely was X Factor. But they got to find a way, bro. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it, man.
Ray, you got anything to add on X Factor? You going with Cardell's choice?
No, I agree with Kelsey Mitchell, man, for all the reasons he laid out. Yeah, because it did seem like at a time they were kind of getting into Caitlin. And I mean, that's evidenced by the 8 turnovers. But, you know, when Indiana countered and Kelsey Mitchell started to be effective, then the whole plan just kind of reverted back to whatever they were doing before that allowed Caitlin to get loose. So yeah, Kelsey Mitchell definitely for X Factor.
And before you get off, real quick, Mystics coming into this game, and it's probably going to get even worse. 12th in the WNBA in points per game, 72.5. 8th in points allowed, 82.5. Offensive rating 12th. They're last in the WNBA, 91.1. And defensive rating, they're 8th, 103.7. Like, they damn near last in everything, dog.
Like you said, is at that point where oh damn, who there should be nothing left to think about it at all.
Man, just get a win by any means necessary. Do what you gotta do, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care if it's 2-zip, dog. Like that, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, again, New York on Sunday, Atlanta after that.
This league hell, man.
It is. It is. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll check in with y'all Sunday after they take on New York.